Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to be talking about how the Oklahoma City Thunder could possibly be the next super team. Now, a few things before I get into this video. The first thing we get into is going to be that, obviously, I don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be the best team in the league or the next super team or anything like that. I make this type of video for every single team in the entire NBA. I have a series on it, so before any of y'all comment down below that OKC will not be the next super team and they won't be that good next year, I make these type of videos for every single team. I list three, or at least I list a few good traits for every single team, and I go off to how they could potentially have a pretty good season next year. And I make this video for teams like the Suns, the Knicks, and obviously every team in the entire NBA. So don't think I'm saying that this is my prediction to be the NBA Finals winners or anything like that. No, they're just the next team up that I had to make a video on like this. And now the second thing I want to get into before I get into the actual video is going to be that obviously I missed a lot of days uploading, but that was because I was on a vacation in Costa Rica. And now I'm in 2 days. I've just got home, which is why I'm making this video. That's going to be coming out on Saturday. No, it's going to be coming out today on Friday. So I'm recording this at like 4 a.m. on Friday when I literally just got back home at 2 a.m. I'm making this video, and I'm going to bulk record and bulk schedule videos for the entire week because I'm going to Tennessee for a week as well after a day of being back from Costa Rica. So if I sound tired in this video or any videos that come out in this whole next week, well, that's because I bulk recorded them all in one night and one day off of no sleep and everything. So yeah, if I do mess up in this video or say something wrong, please don't get too mad at me. I'm pretty tired. I'm trying to get all these videos up for you guys so I don't have to go another week without uploading. I hated it. I don't like not uploading. It stresses me out and I just don't like it. So yeah, I don't like leaving y'all guys without content. But yeah, now that I got all that out of the way, let's get into the actual video and why the Oklahoma City Thunder could be the next super team. And if you do like the video, at any point, like button and subscribe button would mean the world to me. So let's get right into this video without further ado, without rambling on too much. Just get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be that they have lots and lots of talent. Now, what I mean by them having lots of talent is despite them not having a single really best player on the team or a single star, all-star level player like that, they have a ton of depth and a ton of talent to go around. As I mean, they're pretty much like the Los Angeles Clippers, but now you put them in Oklahoma City Thunder. As I mean, look at the teams that they have. They have Chris Paul. Chris Paul is probably the closest to a star, but with him getting older, I don't know if you still consider him a star. But CP3, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, Nerlens Noel, and Andre Roberson, and plus Jerami Grant. And they have a lot of very good players on their team. Hamada Diallo. So I mean, the amount of talent that this team actually has and how deep they actually are is very good. And they're pretty much like the Clippers. The Clippers didn't have a star. They had Montrezl Harrell, Gallinari, Gilgeous-Alexander, Shamet, a whole bunch of pretty good players on the team, but they were actually good enough to go in a 6-game series with the Golden State Warriors when they still had Kevin Durant, and they were able to give them a run for their money, came back from a 30-point deficit. I mean, they were a very competitive team despite not having a star. So I'm pretty sure OKC is going to be kind of like that this year. As I mean, CP3 is pretty much going to be the Patrick Beverley. Shai Gilgeous, I'm very high on him. I think he could potentially be a star. Steven Adams could pretty much be the Montrezl Harrell. Dennis Schroeder off the bench. Andre Roberson, a very good defender, very good wing defender. Hamada Diallo, he can develop a lot over this year. He's a young guy, very athletic, could have a very high upside. Grant, he could also have a high upside, among other players on the team as well. So I mean, they just have so much talent, and they're a pretty deep team right now, which you couldn't say a few years ago, but they are a really deep team. And I mean, they have lots and lots of talent that they could potentially be a playoff contender just due to how much talent and how deep they go. And other teams that, although might be more talented, might not be as deep, and that might be the downfall of other teams when they're playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. But now my second reason is going to be that they have a good mix of young and old talent. Now, a lot of teams will either, like the Atlanta Hawks, have tons and tons of young talent and are still a few years away from really contending for the playoffs or contending for an NBA Finals just because of how young they are. And then other teams, they're so old that they're just not good enough to compete with the young teams. But the Oklahoma City Thunder have a good mix of both. As I mean, look at the young guys that the veterans that they do have. Steven Adams, Gallinari, and CP3. CP3 is still an all-star level player in my opinion. Gallinari, he can potentially be an all-star in a year to come. And Steven Adams is one of the most underrated centers in the entire NBA. He hustles, he rebounds, he's not much of a scorer, but he's about a double-double type player, which is a very valuable thing to have on your team. But then you even look at all the young guys that they have, young, very high ceiling young guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm extremely high on him. I think he's going to be a star. I really do think that. Terrence Ferguson, he's only, what, like 21? He's still very good. Diallo, he just won the dunk contest. He's very athletic, and if he can turn the athleticism and really help him play, get his handles down, get his shooting down, he's going to be a very, very hard player to guard, and they are going to be able to improve over the season. So the old guys are going to help really in the beginning of the season. The old guys are going to help develop and help move along the young guys. They're going to help them throughout the season, and the Thunder are going to be improving throughout the entire season as they do develop, and it's going to be very, very interesting to watch how the young and old guys do work together, and that locker room should be very, very solid. Because, I mean, you need those veterans to keep the locker room untoxic, as we saw with the Lakers. Despite them having veterans, they didn't have the best veterans, plus they had a ton of young guys on the team, and then pretty much the only veteran was LeBron and JaVale McGee and Lance Stevenson and Rajon Rondo. Not the most drama-free players in the NBA, if you ask me. So, when you mix all that together, plus everything that did happen, I think that having young talent and veterans in the locker room help a ton, and it will help a team's morale, how they play, and everything. I think it's going to help them a ton. So I think this young talent and veteran talent is going to be very, very helpful for the Oklahoma City Thunder. But now my third reason is going to be that they're going to be good on both sides as the ball. On both sides, they have very good offensive players and very good defensive players and very good two-way players as well. As defensively, they should be very good, as they have CP3, Gilgeous-Alexander, Steven Adams, Andre Roberson. Andre Roberson's probably one of the best defensive wing players in the entire NBA. Steven Adams can protect the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander, he's a very kind of fast hands type of guy. He can get steals. CP3, we know that he could, at one point in his career, he was probably one of the best, if not the best defending point guard in the entire NBA, and CP3 is still a very, very good defender at that. But then even on the offensive end, you have players like Danilo Gallinari, who I think pretty much averaged 20 points per game last year. Dennis Schroeder, probably going to be a sixth man of the year eventually coming here. And then CP3, he was also about a 20 point per game scorer as well. So, I mean, he can shoot the three, play defense, CP3 can. Dennis Schroeder can play a little bit of defense when he wants to. Gallinari is pretty much just offense. But, I mean, they have a lot of good offensive and defensive players on this team. And I would not be surprised at all if they're one of the top 10 teams on both sides of the ball. And so, yeah. But these three reasons are pretty much why I think they're going to be a super team. But let's just recap what I said throughout this video. They have tons of talent. They're very deep. They just have tons of talent. But in that talent, they have a good mixture of young and veteran talent as well. So it should keep their locker room good. They should keep it nice and keep the pecking order in order, should I say. And it's going to make them play much better on game day, help develop the young guys. And they should be very good at playing together. And the chemistry should be very, very good. And then also, they're going to be good on both sides. They're not going to be only good on offense or only good on defense. They should be pretty average, if not above average, on both sides of the ball this year, which is definitely could make them a playoff contender. But unfortunately, guys, if you prefer this video, so comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder could be good next season? Do you think they would playoff contenders? How far do you think they would go in the playoffs? What do you think their record would be? On here are thoughts in the comment section below. And if you like the video, play the like button and subscribe button mean the absolute word to me. And hope you have a blessed day. Can have a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.